Today's episode is brought to you by Barstool Store. Go to store.barstoolsports.com and then go to the brand ad or brand tab and go to Macrodosing. Don't buy anybody else's shit. Just buy ours. We got a whole new merch line just dropped. Got a whole bunch of dope shirts. I'm wearing it right now in the pod. Big T's wearing it. Avery's wearing it. Maddie is tripping. But they got, they got shirts right now. They got say, that's cap. We live in a situation. Don't swim in Lake Lanier.
Simulation. We do live in a situation also.
I'm filling it. I'm filling in for Billy, so I'm fucking up the words on purpose. I'm going with that. Putin created crypto. A whole bunch of shit, man. It's dope new line that just dropped. So y'all go check that out. And
it's the best merch line we've done.
I love it.
Facts. All right, man. We back. Day 2 of no PFT and Billy, and we are loving life without him. It's amazing here without him.
It's good.
How y'all doing today, man? Everybody good?
Everyone's good. Yeah.
Maddie's in a big seat today.
Hi.
You're looking, oh, don't fold, Maddie.
I'm trying not to. This is the dozen team. We're just getting our chemistry up for the dozen.
There you go. Just getting the chemistry up. How you doing, Big T? You looking whelmed as ever?
Yeah, I'm whelmed. I'm doing fine.
I gotta find that clip.
I'm doing average.
We need to add that to the shirt line. Just say whelmed. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be lit. I love it.
How are you, Arian?
I'm good, man. I'm fighting people on Twitter right now because I said Batman was shit. And I really don't understand the simping for Batman. If somebody could explain this shit to me, I would love it. But this Batman simp lore is just, it blows my mind. He's the worst, the absolute worst superhero ever created. The absolute worst.
I've never seen any Batman movies, so I have a hard time.
It's hard because if you look at him as like a superhero role, you might not appreciate it as much. But the Christian Bale movies were so good, like the way that they were filmed, and I just thought they were phenomenal. I don't really think
No. I'm not talking about the movie.
You're just talking about the character in general.
I think Batman Dark Knight is probably the greatest superhero movie of all time.
Right.
And it had very little to do with Batman, more to do with Heath Ledger and his acting in it. But it was just the plot, everything was amazing. It was dope. You know, and they've ran these Batman plots into the ground, but the way they did that movie was amazing. I'm talking about the actual superhero. Like if you're into superhero lore, like, you know, DC versus Marvel, all that stuff. He's just the worst superhero. Batman's like his utility, his abilities, his backstory. It's just all shit. Like his whole everything. Batman is garbage, and I don't understand it. Are y'all not really into superheroes like that? It's looking like Big T's looking wild about them.
I've never seen a superhero movie.
So for the dozen, you're covering that for us.
You've never seen one superhero movie?
You know what? I take that back. I did see one of the Iron Man movies. I believe it may have been the second one. I had no backstory whatsoever. I forget why I went to it, but yeah, I'm not a superhero guy. Mm-hmm. I'm not one of those people that's like, if you like superheroes, like I don't care. I'm just not, it's not my thing.
It's too far gone now too. Like I don't want to catch up.
Yeah, also there's 74 movies now. Even if you wanted to like watch all of them, you couldn't.
No, you actually could. And so actually what I did, it was my daughter, right? She's like super into Marvel. Now you have to understand there's a difference between Marvel and DC. DC's like Batman, Aquaman, shit like that. Marvel is Iron Man, right. Captain America, Black Panther, all those, right? So I would say start with Marvel. DC is kind of meh to me. The only good DC movie I really feel is Aquaman. They did a good job with Aquaman. But
that's Jason Momoa, right?
Yeah. Khal Drogo.
I don't know. I'm shit with that guy. I'm shit with names. But the villain in that one is dog shit as well. He's it's just bad acting. It was just horrible. But I would start with Marvel. My daughter does. If you got Disney Plus, or are you boycotting with the? Okay.
Well, see, here's the thing. I wanted to cancel, but it's tied in with my ESPN Plus. So then I would have had to go through that whole thing. I just kept it. Got
you. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Big T supporting wokeness. So you go to the Disney Plus app, and they have a option on there where you can watch all the Marvel movies chronologically. So what? Because they didn't come out chronologically, right? But
I hate that too.
Yeah, in the timeline of the universe of Marvel, they have it in there chronologically. So like you know what's going on. It's really dope. And so me and my daughter knocked it out in like, I don't know, 3 weeks. You know, and we didn't watch it every single day.
But now there's like all the shows that are intertwined with them.
Yeah, like
but they're all, and that's the thing though. The spinoffs are really good though. Like it's not
I'm
low
sure
quality.
I'm sure they're good.
They really are, man. I think you should get it. I think you like it. Is there any kind of like, I don't know, non-fiction stuff that you're into, or is it just all reality for Big
You mean
T?
fiction?
Yeah, fiction.
Yeah, like I like Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Which I didn't think I'd like, but then finally, like everyone was watching, so I was like, I'll watch this, and it's awesome. So I'm very looking forward to the new House of Dragons show. I don't know. I'd say I definitely consume more nonfiction shows, books, movies, things like that than fiction. But
you read books?
Audiobooks.
Oh,
I'm big into audiobooks now.
really.
What's your last read?
So I'm currently reading a book called listening to a book called The Cost of These Dreams, which is about several famous athletes. And then I just finished The Club, which is a book about the history and the rise of the Premier League.
So you like sports bio type?
Yeah, but other things too. But yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. But yeah, it's just, huh?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, it's just I like listening to things while I'm like playing video games or doing work in my house or whatever.
You're like a for real like sports guy. Like
Yeah,
that's wild.
that's wild. You played professional sports,
Most dudes that play sports aren't like really sports guys like that. We just
right?
we're nice at
But
it.
you need sports guys.
We need people like you, Big T.
Yeah.
You're just
I used
realizing
to-
this now?
No. But like when you hear him talk about it, it's like he like really just consumes a whole bunch of like sports content. And it's like I don't knock at it. It's just like that's why I don't really have those kind of people in my life.
Like
Those
when
kind
I
of-
when
that
I
sounds
go home
bad.
today, I'm gonna play MLB The Show, the video game. I'm gonna
You have a plan.
I'm gonna watch the Braves game, but before the Braves game starts, I'm gonna listen to this book about Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods and all those people.
Are you gonna be one of those dudes that goes to baseball games with your AM radio wireless headset on and listen to the game getting called
No,
while you watch the game?
no, but I do when I watch the Braves games at night. I turn off the. There's an option on MLB TV. You can listen to the radio call while you watch it instead of the TV, and I just do that because I don't like the Braves TV booth. But
That's wild.
my
That's actually a really nice option.
yeah, my great grandpa when I was a kid, he would watch my dad's from St. Louis, his family's from St. Louis, so he would watch the Cardinals game every night, but he refused to listen to the TV audio. He would have the radio next to him. He did that before you could do it on like an app, but he would listen to the radio while he watched the game.
That's funny.
I like how you prefaced it with like Cardinals. His family's from St. Like we would be like, well, why is he a
It
Cardinals?
was just backstory.
No, I appreciate it. I can definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just never been really big into watching, especially baseball. Y'all have seen me watch more baseball than I have watched baseball in my entire life. Like my entire life.
I love watching baseball.
I love it now for sure.
Baseball is one of my favorite sports to watch.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's it's on every day. It's 7:00. You can do other things while you watch it. Like you don't have to be like football. You're locked into every play. Baseball, you can be doing
It's a bit
something
more
else.
leisurely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you like watching football or baseball more?
That's an interesting question. They're very different. I mean, football because you only get it 12 times a year or 17 if you're in the NFL. But like UT football, they play 12 times a year. That's it. Those 12
You have to
Saturdays.
cherish it more.
Right. That's what like.
Are you like locked into the spring games and shit like that too?
Spring games, no. Like spring games on TV are unwatchable. I would go when I was in school because it was, something to do, but like can't watch that on TV. But like I'm into knowing what's going on during like right now during fall camp. Like I want to know what's going on. Like they had a scrimmage yesterday morning. Like I was very into hearing who did well in that, things like that.
So who's the source that you trust the most? Like beat writers or?
I've got sources in the program.
You've got guys?
Big T has like inside info.
I've got sources in the program.
You got guy. Are you allowed to name your sources or no? Is that?
I mean, nobody would know who they are anyway. So, but
Arian, you're talking to a guy who when the when the Vols were looking for a head coach, went to Teterboro Airport to look at wing numbers on planes to see if there were any planes landing for interviews.
When Josh Heupel got hired 2 years ago, there was a rumor on a message board that made its way to Twitter that potentially James Franklin, the coach at Penn State, might be getting interviewed by UT. And there was a rumor, there was a plane that was going from Knoxville to Teterboro, New Jersey, which is just like 20 miles or so from here. It's the private airport you would go to if you were coming to New York. And so some people thought that maybe, you know, Franklin's agent's office was in New York or something and they were going to meet here. So I left work. I left the office that morning and went to the airport and live streamed for like 3 hours waiting for that plane from Knoxville to land. And I couldn't even see who was on it. It turns out it was not anything like that at all. But it was a good live stream. Also, every like Knoxville media member was in that Periscope. And I wanted it so bad because everybody was going to be pissed if I got that. But alas, nothing happened. Also, this was in January. It was like 25 degrees. I was just standing outside freezing my ass off.
You were outside?
Yeah, I was literally standing outside a fence at the airport. I think you can probably still find the link. I'll try to find it. But yeah, that's
crazy.
I'm in on Tennessee football.
I can respect it, man. I don't understand it, but I can definitely respect it. I'm not standing outside in the cold for nothing, much less.
Well, it made for good content.
There you go.
It's crazy because when you're a diehard fan, you're so invested. You think about, you know, when they lose, about not being a sports fan at all. Like, how would my life be without sports? But at the end of the day, it's just like, it's so good when it's good.
Yeah, you guys are both like that. Avery's like that with the Rangers. You're like that with Tennessee. Like, you are both more than, in my brain, like you are past the diehard stage.
Like with the Rangers, like when they lose, I think to myself, why do I root for this team? Like, why do I suffer every night
you contemplate
when they lose?
life.
But when they win, it's like this feeling that you just don't really get with anything else. So I get where Big T's at. I'm the same way.
Have y'all ever explored the psychology behind that? Like, because I've never been beholden to anything where the most I watch sports for is just like to talk shit to other people and just joke around and shit like that. But like to actually have my mood changed either way is a wild dynamic that I guess I've never been privy to.
It might be different for you because you were so focused on being that athlete your entire, like, right. You know, when we were from our age. So you were focused on being that professional athlete, where for us, it's like, we're never going to get to that stage. So we admire these teams and these players at our age, whereas you were just grinding to get to the top. And now that you're this age, I feel like your kids give you that same that feeling that we get when our sports teams do well.
See, I don't care about that at all. Like when people are like people always say the NBA is so much better than college basketball because the players are so much better and like you're watching these great players. I don't really care about that at all. I don't care about the skill level or like, I'm not like, what I do enjoy watching good players, but like.
Well, you play fantasy football?
Not anymore.
Okay.
No.
That makes sense then.
But like I care about like I went to the University of Tennessee. It's a place I love a lot. So like watching them play football and basketball, like it makes me, I don't know, it feels something to me. And like I'm from Atlanta. I grew up going to Braves games with all my family. Like that's
for sure. There's
what
legacy
I care
behind it,
right? And
with the Rangers, there's
too.
legacy behind it too,
right?
But there's also certain aspects where I feel like Arian might not understand it as much because he was trying to become a professional player, where that'll never happen.
Right.
I don't know. So have you seen that dude when I think Michigan beat Ohio State for the first time in like, I don't know, over a decade, and there was that dude crying and it was like, this means something to me. You ever seen that shit?
Probably.
No.
I don't remember that. No.
I'm gonna send it to the group chat.
But I believe
hilarious.
it.
But no, I understand how I knew. Maybe I said this before on the pod, but how I knew it was like real. Like, holy shit, people care about this shit on a different level. Was I had this I had this class at UT. It was called Death, Dying, and Bereavement or some shit like that. And for the class, we took a trip to, I think it was a mortuary. I forget, but we were able to view caskets, and one of the caskets was full, and there was a guy
of a
in
person.
there. Yeah, and the guy, it was we were viewing it, and the guy in there, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know how we got the okay to do this shit, but we the guy had a Tennessee fall casket.
Hell yeah.
And a sweater on, so he was buried in this shit.
He
and I was
literally
like,
lived and died for Tennessee.
I was like,
that.
bro, I would like never understand that shit. Like,
That's some shit I'd do.
You gonna die? You gonna die with the fall casket? It was a nice casket. I mean, I guess if you're gonna go out,
donate your body to the Tennessee Medical Center.
The body farm. There's like a wait list to do that.
Wait, what do you like?
There's a
for Tennessee.
UT has one of the top forensic,
like forensic science or whatever.
Yeah, departments in the country. The guy who heads it is like one of the top dudes in that field ever, and they have this thing called the body farm. Where have you ever seen the movie The Blind Side?
Yeah.
When she says like there's bodies buried underneath the football field, it's not underneath the football field. It's a couple miles from campus. But that's
a thing though.
They take bodies and they'll put them in a car and just leave them and like to test what happens and what the body looks like to help police know like. And they do it in all sorts of different scenarios.
That's crazy.
But there's like a long wait list to get on that. Like if you're like, I want my body to go to the body farm, like there's 10,000 other dead people ahead of you that want to do that.
Shut up.
That's fire. Yeah. So is it like they donate it to science basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all organ donors?
Yes.
You surprised me with that one, Big T. A lot of my people.
I don't particularly care one way or another, so I was like, whatever.
Right. If I'm dead.
A lot of my people don't do it because they're like, man, they harvesting kidneys and shit in the black market, so I don't want them to kill me for my kidney. I was like, bro, ain't nobody care about your kidney, bro, and your liver's probably shit anyway. But I'm super pro like when you die, get that shit to science so we can learn more about us, man.
Or it's like organ donor. It's like you're already dead. I mean,
you ain't gonna do shit with it. Yeah.
You're not using
their whole thing was like they're gonna try to get it because I'm okay with it. I'm like, I don't know. That doesn't give anybody incentive to go and try to dig out your fucking liver, fam. I promise you.
No.
But anyway, yo, Big T, man, you see your boy. We gotta at least address it.
Yeah, I'm curious your thoughts on that.
All right. So for those who have been under a rock, Trump got raided by the FBI.
Because I thought you had a very interesting response the other night because Madeline said, why was his house raided? And you said, we don't know.
Which I thought we didn't.
Well, we do know. It's a bullshit reason.
Wait, explain.
I'm listening.
He refused to comply with some sort of archiving request. Like they wanted some sort of documents, I believe. And he said no. And so they raided his house, but that's like never happened before. From my
understanding, I guess he had documents that he wasn't supposed to have from.
That's what I read too. That he had like.
That's possible. I'm not entirely sure, but
the funnier part to me, all this and the twist is, mad conservative talking heads are like, they like. Abolish the FBI.
Did you see MTG tweeted defund the FBI?
I'm like, let's do it. Let's fucking go. Let's just keep going. All them departments, let's just raid that motherfucker. I'm with it. That's what's funny is like that. There's this one account that I follow. It's called Accidentally Based, and it's like conservatives saying shit.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's actually leftist. That would be one of them. Like they want to raid the FBI now, and I'm like, yo. I'm with it. Like, we've been screaming that one for years too. Like, fire.
An account I follow posted the Marjorie Taylor Greene tweet saying defund the FBI and was like, "That's not very back the blue of you."
Yeah, they only want to back it's a darker blue. I think the FBI
it's more of a navy blue.
Yeah, so back the regular blue, not the
back the royal blue, not the navy blue.
I'm with you.
Wait, so what's gonna happen with it?
Nothing.
I would say nothing. Unless there's an actual crime, which I don't. But I think, from my understanding too, I think he actually made withholding documents a federal crime when he was in office because he was trying to go after Hillary. From my recollection, so this could
backfire on him.
It could backfire on
Poorly.
him, but I don't know how far it'll go. They've been trying to nail this dude with something for I don't know how long now, and I just don't see it going anywhere. But it's just very fun to watch the show. Reluctantly, I will admit that it is very fun to watch the backlash from all of this. But I doubt anything will actually happen to him.
I thought I saw something that one of the main reasons why they did it is because they had like fears that he was like planning on announcing his president like his candidacy again,
which is not certainly not a good reason. It's not a good indicator of you not having unchecked government power when that's your.
Nah, if it was I think the head of the FBI was appointed by Trump, and I think you have to get it signed off by a judge to execute those anyways. And so now, it's probably a Trump appointed judge anyway.
Well, I want to look into this before I say it. I saw some information. I don't want to Billy, but I saw some information about the judge. Yeah.
Oh.
1 second.
Yeah. I saw some information. Where did you see the information? So the judge is what? Was with Epstein?
I saw that the judge had represented Epstein in the past. I'm looking to see if anyone has any more information on that.
But what would that mean? Tie those two together.
I don't know. It's just interesting. Correlation isn't causation.
Well,
it's just an interesting. It's just an interesting fact.
Epstein is like dead though.
Allegedly,
unless they're unless you're
what they say.
Unless you're alleging that
I'm not being like facetious or anything. I'm not alleging anything. I just think it's interesting.
Okay. I don't think it's that interesting.
I also feel like a lot of people or a lot of high profile judges and everything at this point have had some tie to Epstein.
Yeah, he was just so well connected. Like he was everywhere. And so that list that's a long
That's a long list. Yeah. Like you have to really, really try to find someone who not connected, but had some sort of like hand on the Epstein case in one way or another. Like I feel like everyone's just got something with him now.
He had
go ahead.
He had represented employees of Jeffrey Epstein during.
Oh, that's like a 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, that's not.
I think he just crossed paths. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's I doubt it. That just didn't sound very. That sounds like a nothing burger. But the funnier part was, I think he got deposed as well, and he pled the fifth. And then there's tape of him saying, I'm talking about Trump now. There's tape of him saying, "Why would you plead the fifth? If you plead the fifth, that means you're guilty." My bosses plead the fifth, and it's just funny.
I just saw that actually.
Yeah, it's just funny to hear him. It's funny to hear his pundits. Like he literally can't do anything wrong. It's so funny. That's why it's like I will absolutely criticize Obama. I will absolutely criticize Joe Biden. I will criticize Bernie Sanders. I will criticize you if I feel like it's warranted. But like Trump fan, they refuse. Like he just does nothing wrong, and it's quite possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Very true.
Have y'all seen? Are y'all up on any kind of pop culture stuff?
Kim Kardashian broke up with Pete Davidson.
How do you feel about that, Big T?
Please hear me when I say I could not possibly care less.
How'd you hear about it? Just came across the timeline?
Yeah, I mean, it's been all over.
Rip.
The only reason why it bothers me is that Kanye West is like to me, he's a musical genius. And these like bouts with his ex-wife and stuff so publicly, it's just like, it's hard to see a man go through that who has done so much for a lot of people. And so it's like, it's hard to see him struggling mentally. It's hard to see. Like, I don't like to see it. So it's like,
you're watching it in real time. Like you are watching him unravel mentally.
Yeah. And it's like, he's trolling people all the time. And like, even if he was going to try to get back with your ex, just on a smaller scale, not on that scale, like if you was trying to get back with your ex, crazy's not going to do it.
No. Like
I promise you, bro, this is just some life advice for anybody trying to get back with their ex out there. Crazy's not going to do it. Like doing wild shit, showing how in love with you are and how willing you are to it's not going to work.
Or threatening
Calm,
threatening the life of your new boyfriend. Probably.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna do it either. Like, I'll kill every motherfucker in here. Like, nobody wants to be with that. Like,
No.
why would I want to be with you when you just threaten to murder somebody that I enjoy? It's just not gonna go well. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think that's what happens when you have too many yes people around you too. Like, ain't nobody checking him. Like, nobody like, hey man, you wildin', dog.
Well, John Legend talked about how he is no longer, like, him and Kanye's relationship is like kind of done after he didn't support him in his presidency run. Like, not everyone thinks you should be president. I'm so sorry. I would
imagine cutting ties with the homies because they don't think I should be president.
I went through a huge Kanye phase in high school. Like, I was front row at the St. Pablo tour, which I don't think a lot of people would.
You got later Kanye too, yeah.
Yeah, would expect from me. But it was, I mean, I loved Kanye, but he's just, I mean.
He's one of the he's one of the most artistic and just artistic genius. He really is. He's done a lot for music in general. Like if you was to put like a list of like songs that were produced by Kanye, like, he has changed the genre of hip hop and R&B just in general in a way that, like, it's hard to change music like that, right? And like he did it in a time where hip hop wasn't the number one genre in music, but a large part of it was him and how he changed the music game and how he brought it to the forefront. Another person who doesn't get enough credit, who isn't nearly as challenged mentally, is a Soulja Boy. I know there's a lot of troll, but Soulja Boy is the reason there's Spotify, Apple Music, all of this digital streaming platform stuff. Soulja Boy started all of that shit.
Really?
And it's fascinating. He don't get the flowers he deserves because he was like, he's like one of the first children of the internet. That was my generation. Yeah. But like, he started that. He figured out how to monetize his music on the internet. He was the first one to do it, and he did it at a very large scale. And everybody else followed the template. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant marketer.
678-999-212.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his stuff, but I'm a fan of him as a businessman.
That song in 2009 was the shit, though.
Mm-hmm. A bop.
He had a whole bunch of them.
Did y'all ever call the number?
Yeah. Nah. I forget what it was, though.
It was like a Soulja Boy recording. It was like, thank you for calling the Soulja Boy hotline. And then it just, but it was, they bought the phone number, I guess.
The worst of the people who are like super invested in this stuff and they're like, oh, they get upset. They're like, they look so happy together. It's like, you don't know. You see like a couple things in the media that they like probably put out themselves that make them seem happy together. But like, who cares? And we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming with Kim Kardashian. Like, is she ever going to settle down? Probably not.
No, people are trying to guess who.
Hey, there's a little animosity, but he's a little worked up over there.
It's just the people get so invested in this crap. It's like Kim Kardashian's had like 17.
Go off, King.
I think she left you on red, bro.
Yeah, she did.
The "My Girl is a Lawyer" tattoo didn't age too well.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Which wasn't true to begin with, by the way.
But Pete Davidson has also said, like, I mean, he got Kim's name branded, which is even worse than a tattoo, but like, he's said that like the tattoos he gets for the women he dates is kind of like, oh, just remembering that stage of life, I guess, kind of thing. I don't hate that. Yeah, it's like
my tattoos, right? I don't like all of my tattoos. Like, I got them when I got them, I liked them, right? But like as I age, I realized that's where I was mentally, and it's like my tattoos are more like
a scrapbook.
Yeah, that's a great skin scrapbook.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah, it's like my skin scrapbook. And so I look at it like, shit, trash, but that's where I was, man. And I can appreciate where I was mentally.
Right.
Sure.
But people are trying to guess who Pete's going to go to next. I mean, his
This is what I'm talking about.
His upward trajectory is insane.
We're going to guess. This is like when someone requests a trade and there's articles, the 5 landing spots for Kevin Durant.
No, it's literally like, what are his landing spots? Where can he go from here?
5 landing spots for Pete Davidson.
That's how they need to market this shit. Like, E-News is like talking about like the secret stuff. Like, they need to market it like that, Big T. I agree.
Yeah. Like,
they market it like the trade. If they had like the trade deadline and you had like Woj and Shams tweeting about it, that I'd get invested in. Now we're
fantasy Kim Kardashian dating.
Hell yes. Let's start that right now.
Where do you go after Kim Kardashian?
That's a cash cow. People will fall for that shit so easily.
That shit would be kind of actually. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd get sued.
Yeah.
But that shit would be fire if they was into it. Like, you know what I mean? Was selling who I'm dating next. That would be fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but like for people who are into it, that would be lit. And there's a lot of people that are fucking into that shit, dog.
We put lines on it. We're like, okay, Pete Davidson dating, Michelle Obama plus 8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fire. And then you see him on a date, and then you cash in.
Then he cashed in,
man. I'm saying.
Yeah, he has to be like spotted by TMZ in order for it to cash.
Yeah. Oh shit.
No. The Barstool Sportsbook presented
shit.
by Penn National Gaming.
Penn Entertainment now.
All right.
Oh, really?
We'll bleep that out. Bleep that out then.
Have to.
Use the Barstool Sportsbook.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
You love the Barstool Sportsbook.
I don't really gamble like that, man. I'll be honest.
The last time we did, we got fucked. Was that the last bet you placed? Ronald Acuna home run? You remember that shit?
Oh yeah. Oh my God, we're talking 4 feet, dog.
Caught at the wall with an expected batting average of 1,000.
4 feet. That would have been. I'd have made $800. I'd have made $800.
Maybe
man.
that'll get you like fully into sports if you start gambling a little bit.
That's how people get. I mean, that's how people care so much. When you're not like, it's not your team.
In unrelated news, a new gun just dropped in Valorant. It's the Reaver 2.0.
I thought you were going to say in real life.
No. I know you guys don't care, but it's a
He's
really
gonna
cool
try to
looking
cut this
skin.
podcast short now. He's got to get on there.
I'm getting really good. I'm dropping that in my elo, which is plat. I think I'm gonna be diamond by the end of the week. I think so. I know y'all don't care, but that's a big deal to me. You know what I mean?
I play. Yeah, there you go. Clap it up. I play a lot of video game. I've played a lot of shooter video games. I play mostly sports games now. But when I hopped on Valorant, I just got smoked. It's such a different.
Yeah, it's like if you ain't into it, like it's not like Fortnite or Call of Duty, like where you can kind of spray. You just spray.
Yeah.
But this is like very tactical aiming.
People are heavily pressed on that game too. Like I think I wasn't like readied up or whatever, and the guys were yelling at me. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, everybody's very angry.
You can't go in as a rookie. You got to like go in like private matches before and like really.
I would advise that. Yeah, because I've been playing since the beta, which is like when they first teased it, and so I know that's my neighborhood. That's my neighborhood, man. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all trying to get into some what's the beef?
Yeah, let's beef. All right,
let's do it. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I know they was on your bumper, Big T, but just have fun with it, man.
I mean, we're doing it when literally you and I are the only people here, so it's going to be the exact same thing.
People beef with Avery and
I'm with it. I'm pretty sure there's some people that got some beef with me, man. Maybe.
Some guy said I like have like a 0 batting average.
I wouldn't agree with that, but you do have some bad takes. I would say that.
I think everybody's got bad takes.
Yeah.
No one's perfect.
I don't have one bad take.
Someone said something one time. Like I said something. I said something dumb on the podcast, and I tweeted like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that." And someone was like, "You guys talk for so long on that podcast that things are gonna like slip through the cracks. Like you're just gonna say shit. Like you kind of,
That's facts.
You just kind of got to keep going with them. Like, yeah, we say a lot of things. Like
we say a lot of words.
Right. Sometimes not all of them are gonna be perfect.
There's one dude who every Big T would love this dude. Anytime I have like a political take, he always tweets me. And so I hit him. He said, because I said something about Herschel Walker and AOC. And I'm sorry, I said something about Herschel Walker. And he's like, how can you say Herschel Walker is incoherent, but not say AOC is? And I'm like, yo, those are not even in the same ballpark of like able to formulate sentences. He's like, yes, it is. And I'm like, well, give me an example. And I don't know, he's always about. So I said, yo, just come, bro. Just come on the what's the beef jump. And he went ghost after that. I hope he's okay.
This guy said, I'll be there in 10. Okay, let's do someone else.
We're not on your time, pal.
Right. Like,
yeah,
what the
I'll
hell?
be there in 10. Like, what?
This is the
That's
shit,
not how
this
this
shit I'm
works.
talking about. Yeah, exactly. I don't want people to come in and scream at us. I just want like people who like make a conscious effort to get little mad at people on the podcast. Doesn't have to be like
I'm gonna do this. I found another dude. Okay.
Do you know it's a dude or are you profiling?
I am profiling. I'm so sorry. Our 98% demographic towards male. listeners.
Are we really?
Yeah.
We need to get. How do we appeal to the ladies more, man?
You guys got me.
Big T, you gotta start doing the pod with your shirt off, man. That'll get them.
Don't say what you don't mean. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Hey, you called me fine last week. I'm trying to explore my options.
That clip
was
so
very
funny.
different inflection.
That clip was so funny. I was crying. Fine.
What's the Beef is brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips just developed a brand new, super relaxing signature scent on their perfectly hot steam towel. It's been formulated specifically to bring the relaxation of the MVP haircut experience up to another level. The MVP is one of my favorite things you can do. You walk in there, you get your haircut, you get the hot steam towel, the shampoo. It's absolutely perfect. They have sports on everywhere. It's the best. Sport Clips rocks. Make sure when you go in that you ask your stylist for the MVP experience, because they do just do a haircut, but you don't want that. You want the MVP. Not only will you get to try the new scent, but you'll get the 7-point massaging shampoo. Smell like an MVP at Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Yo, BGB, you now on What's the Beef, man? What you got?
Yo, Arian. So I'm gonna preface this. You seem like a pretty cool guy. Like I don't have any personal beef, but I hate you. You were a Texans running back. I'm a diehard Colts fan, and I have a theory how you made Andrew Luck retire. So in 2012, December 16th, 2012, you rushed for 165 yards and 27 attempts. You guys beat the Colts. I think you locked up the division at that point.
Yeah.
You guys are really good that year. But Andrew Luck never went 12-4 in his career. He only went 11-5. If he goes 12-4 in his rookie season, he ends up getting to play the Bengals. They most likely win that game and move on to the divisional round. He probably has more confidence heading into the next years. And eventually, maybe he learns to keep himself a little safer. Maybe he ends up, not retiring and not ruining like the future of the franchise. I don't have any hatred towards Andrew. He was doing what he had to do for his body. Like, I get that. But maybe he doesn't get his hurt if you don't rush for 165 yards on December 16th, 2012.
This is the meme of the little domino, and then it's like Arian rushing for 165 yards in 2012, and then it's the big gigantic block, and it's Andrew Luck retiring in 2019.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know if you heard Big T, but it was like he's talking about it's the meme of the domino.
So Avery, they're muted. I can't hear them.
Oh, wait, can you hear us now?
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not repeating it, but it was.
It was a good verbal meme.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, Arian, you seem like a cool guy. I don't have a real beef with you. When I think of the Houston Texans, I think of like you, Dre, and JJ Watt, because like that's when I grew up, when you were kind of coming up, because I'm only 20. So that was my like football life, I guess.
No, I can respect it. I definitely understand the take, but I think Andrew Luck in general was one of them cats who he just loves to be physical. Like, he was a football player, and anytime you like have a football player as a quarterback, they just want to get physical. And so I didn't have anything to do with that, my brother. I was just doing my job. But
oh yeah. I just like to think of it like, hey, maybe it wasn't just the injury. Maybe Arian Foster can take a little responsibility for it in my own head, I guess.
I mean, I know we definitely terrorized that division for sure, man. It ain't been the same
only for a few years.
Yeah, nah. Well, we appreciate the call, my brother. Hopefully, Andrew Luck, by the way, is a cool ass dude. Like, one of the cooler quarterbacks I've ever met. A lot of quarterbacks in the league when I was playing is just kind of corny and they just carry this aura like they too good, they too cool for school. Andrew Luck was hella cool, man.
I don't know if if any of you guys have listened to the Zach Kiefer podcast he just did on him. It came out a couple weeks ago, and he did like from like his high school days and up until after he retired. And it was a really interesting podcast, and like they showed that hit he had when he played for Stanford, and like there was a fumble and he just levels this guy, and it just shows like how much physicality he really played with.
Yeah, he was a football player for sure, man. But no, we appreciate you coming on What's the Beef, my dude. I hope you have a great day and a great summer, man.
You too. Good luck with the show, guys.
Bye.
All right, my G.
Arian just signed that guy's yearbook, HAGS. Have a great summer.
He hagsed him. Also, the dude
what was the other one? It was
Hags.
Oh,
and-
keep in touch.
Yeah.
Keep in touch. KIT. Keep in touch. Have a great summer.
The guy who I wanted to have on first just said, he goes, sorry, I'm getting a ultrasound with my lady. She's due any day and 2 centimeters dilated. Why are you
Well, now I kind of want to talk
trying
to
to
him.
get on Discord right now?
I actually want to talk to her.
Yeah, like why are you letting your partner go on Discord with the podcast like as you're about
Are they
to
like at a doctor's office?
Yes, he's like I'm gonna get in the car and get on Discord.
That's kind of lit. That's kind of she's gonna be driving like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Okay, I'm like,
You know what's crazy? I never have to clear my throat until I'm on a fucking podcast, dog. I don't clear my throat ever, but all of a sudden when I get on this, I just clear it all the time. It's fucking annoying. Ryan Weedy, you are muted, but you on with What's the Beef, man? Holla at us. What you got?
What's up?
hello.
What's up, Big T, Maddie, Arian? I don't know who else is on. I can only see Big T and Maddie.
Avery.
Avery.
Avery. Oh, yeah. Sorry about the Rangers. Tough.
He just literally walked out of the room because you said that.
But he appreciates your
I'm so
condolences.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so my beef. First, I'll start with Big T. Why do you support Manchester City?
I explained it on the show once, but I started playing FIFA during quarantine. I liked the kit they had that year that was the like pink and green. And so I played with them all the time. So when soccer came back, I like knew the players on that team, and that's the team I watched. Also,
So-
the Man City bar is like right next to my apartment, so it's convenient.
Okay, that's fair. But knowing maybe a little bit about the team now, do you think that it's kind of anti-libertarian to support a team with a lot of oil money that kind of dominates the market?
No, I think it rocks because they just get the best players in the world and kick the shit out of everybody, and it's very
Except you can't steal Harry Kane from my team.
it's very enjoyable to watch.
That's fair. Okay, Arian, not really much beef. I just wanted to say fuck you for playing for the Texans because I like the Colts, but whatever.
2 Colts fans in a
Yeah,
row.
we just had a Colts fan on, but
Oh.
yeah, if they would have paid me, I'd have played for them, man.
I mean, that would have been sick. I don't even remember who our running backs were at the time during your career. Probably like
You had
Donald
a lot.
Brown.
Edgerrin James was there.
Donald
No,
Brown. Matter of
Edgerrin
fact,
James-
you're right. No, Edgerrin James was way before me.
Yeah,
Donald
no, he was like
Brown
2005.
You're right. Donald Brown got drafted in the first round my year. And yeah, I remember that vividly.
And we don't talk about Trent Richardson.
Oh, I forgot about him too, Trent Richardson. Damn, yeah, y'all had.
He was a
some...
beast in college, though. I don't know what happened.
If you want my opinion, he had very bad vision problems. Meaning,
Oh yeah,
like,
There's-
vision
th-
is.
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say vision is like it's one of those things where you can kind of teach it, but it's just one of those things you either got it or you don't. And when you look at his college film, he was just like more physically dominant, and every now and then he made the right cut because he was just happened. You know, it's just like happenstance. You make the right cut, but in NFL, you can't guess as well, and so like you have to rely on vision, and his vision just was not up to par. So he missed a lot of holes. He ran up what linemen used to call it, like you running up our backs, and so you want to cut off them, not on them.
I did not realize
Yeah.
Edgerrin James only played until 2009.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me
One
what
of the
year he
GOATs,
retired, I
though.
would have been like 13, 14.
Oh no. He was out of there. He was one of the GOATs though, for sure.
Yeah, I remember there like used to be memes about Trent Richardson running into a blocker instead of like the giant hole between the guard and the tackle.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I saw because I watched a lot of the film. I watched film on other running backs in the league, and that was his issue that I saw was like, my guy just missed a lot of holes, man.
Yeah.
But any other beef, man? You good?
Not really beef. I just wanted to get Maddie's opinion about Skyline Chili because I know you're from Ohio. You probably hate it because you're from Cleveland.
Yeah.
I want to know why you hate it.
Because I have like common sense. No, Skyline's a Cincinnati thing. I'm from Cleveland, obviously. They had it at my college, like they had a walk-up window, so you could literally walk up, grab your conies, and leave. Which was fun if you liked that and you were drunk and whatever.
So you're comparing it to a drunk food.
It is
That's
a drunk food.
disrespectful.
It is a drunk food.
Maybe it's because I don't live that close to one, but I fucking love Skyline.
No, like at my college, it was like one of the biggest drunk foods. Like people would go up to the walk-up window and get, conies or spaghetti, and that would be like your drunk food. Like all my guy friends in college would get it, and get like 3 conies and be drunk. It's like my dad's favorite drunk food. But I don't get the appeal. I not like the biggest chili person in the world. Like I don't really like go crazy for chili, so I'm not gonna like go out of my way to have like chocolate chili on top of spaghetti like that.
Okay, you can't taste the chocolate.
But like, I mean,
chocolate chili.
There's like cocoa powder in Arian. No,
yeah, there's like unsweetened chocolate in it, but you can't taste it. It's just like it's like a Greek
unsweetened chocolate. This shit sounds horrible.
It's like cacao powder.
Yeah, it's like Greek. I don't know. Ask the Greeks.
Cacao powder.
Cacao powder, like cocoa.
Oh, cacao powder.
Yeah,
cocoa,
cacao. Like
I think
those
it's
things.
Actually, I don't know.
But I don't know because I don't eat it.
Time out. Are you saying people pronounce cacao?
No, there's two different things. It's two different words.
Cocoa comes from the cacao plant.
It's the cacao bean or plant.
Oh, I don't know enough about it. I was okay. I just thought you were pronouncing cacao. And I was like, I'm
not pulling a Billy and pronouncing cocoa weird like that.
No, I mean regionally, people say shit differently.
No,
I was like,
but Skyline has just never been a part of my life, and I think it's so gross. And I'm also not the biggest hot dog person, so like I don't want to cone none of it is what I enjoy eating on a regular basis, and like I actively would probably poop my pants if I had it, to be real with you. So yeah, no, I'm out on Skyline.
That's why they have such great rest stops in Ohio. People are shitting their pants from eating Skyline chili.
Guys, I get to go to a rest stop tomorrow. I'm so excited. I get to go to a rest stop tomorrow. But
super happy for you, man.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Yeah, no, but there's like one Skyline in Cleveland, so I didn't grow up with it, and I don't like chili that much. But
gotcha.
If you wanna have that as your like Saturday afternoon, like being on the toilet after eating like a pound of spaghetti and chili, be my guest. But I will not be joining you in that endeavor. But yeah, that's my take on it.
There it is. All right, man. We appreciate you coming on. What's the beef, bro?
Thanks. Stay handsome, everyone. Maddie, Arian, stay beautiful.
Thank
stay gorgeous,
you.
I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I'll do both.
I'll
for
do
sure.
both.
Appreciate you, bro. Unsweetened chocolate is like non-alcoholic beer. That's just pointless.
It's like I don't know. It's like the root of chocolate, I guess, or like where chocolate comes from, and then they add when you make chocolate, you like add the sugar to it.
Maybe I'm not cultured enough for that. I don't know.
I think
I'm out though.
Yeah, but it has like that powder in it. Skyline's disgusting, dude. And they put like a pound of cheese on top of it. Oh,
you got anybody else? Or
dude, baby dude.
Baby dude?
Yeah.
The guy at the ultrasound.
He's ready to rock?
Yeah. I'm
mad
at him.
Cannabis guy. You're on What's the Beef, man?
Hello?
Why are you talking to us when your lady's dilated, bro? What's going on?
Come on, don't be hating.
It's a bit odd, I must say.
You know.
I'm not hating. Your wife might, but I'm not.
I mean, she was hating a little bit, but she's also hyped for it too. So.
Oh, there it is. All right, then. We welcome
and we got a little bit more time. I mean, it's not like baby's coming out right this second. We got a couple weeks, and this is round 3 for us. So.
Okay.
Oh, I thought she was dilated.
I heard. He said
2 centimeters dilated, almost fully effaced. It's looking like the due date was the 31st, but it's looking like the 23rd or 24th is when baby Madden will officially be here.
Madden.
Are you naming your baby after John Madden?
I am naming my baby Madden Cole is his name. But yeah, we found out that we were having the baby shortly after John Madden had passed away. Been a huge football guy my whole life, and obviously grew up playing Madden, so it made sense to me. So
you are a football guy.
Yeah, she was cool with that.
She was about it actually.
PFT would love this guy.
Yeah.
It's a
Shout out to Shorty.
Yeah, shout out her.
So.
I'd be pissed at you.
All right, well, shout out to your Shorty for allowing that.
Yeah.
And what's the beef?
What's your beef?
All right, so first of all, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys. Really, my main beef is with Billy. Is he in?
He's
no,
not.
he's still on Grit Week.
But we can take a message and relay.
Yeah. Or we can agree with you.
I'll be more than happy to call back too. But watched that game show like 5-6 times, and the fact that Tommy Smokes came in at him that hard and essentially called him a bitch, like in real life, you're just a bitch, and his response was rar. Rar? Who the fuck says rar as a clapback? I don't know. It just for being Alpha Billy, it seemed pretty beta to me. So.
Man, I do wish he was here. Should we?
I wish he was
Yeah,
too.
should we call him?
Yo,
Let's say I'm more than happy to call him back, and he could yell out "fuck you, pussy" and all this other shit. But I still got a lot of words for that man.
This is what I'm talking about. I like this.
Yeah, Billy really
Yeah,
didn't have his best showing on Most Dangerous Game Show. Like, Billy really didn't
the
show
one
his
time
best side.
Billy can really get into some beef, he ain't here.
I know. That's
Damn.
perfect timing, right?
I'm
no,
with you though, because he is kind of that is kind of scary though. I kind of with you on this.
Right? Okay.
It's a little rar. He literally said it.
Against Tommy Smokes, too.
I literally laughed out loud when I heard that shit. But what the fuck was that? I thought he would just step up and be like, well, you want to go around back behind the set? Like, but nope, just roared him.
If nothing, he's entertaining.
They are in an interview, unfortunately.
Well,
yeah, no,
I'd be more to talk to him again. But no, I got some other things. So, Arian, I'll start with you. So, appreciate the love for Oregon. I feel like Oregon gets slept on quite a bit. So I really appreciate the love for that. But got to ask you, are you only familiar with Portland? Are you familiar with the entire state?
No, it's really just Portland, man. That's where my shorty was from. And I took 2 visits to both Corvallis and Eugene when I was coming out of college. I've always liked it for the fact that it really has like all seasons, and like the spring and the fall are beautiful there.
Yeah, that is a fact. But just having to step over human shit in the middle of the road and stuff is not really my vibe. So that's what my beef is with you, man, is that I would just say more or less to challenge you to experience the entire state as a whole, especially Southern Oregon. I mean, if you're talking 4 seasons, like Southern Oregon is the prime spot, and I think that you and your lady would really like it down there. So that's really my only beef with you. Mad Dog, I'll be honest, it's hard to beef with you. I mean, you're too likable. I would just say, if anything else, just give us some more boss girl energy, you know? Don't fold on people. You gotta stand your ground and hold tough. You're a boss girl, right?
Thank you. Girl boss. Yeah, thank you. That's very nice, actually. That's a nice thing to say.
I know, right? I can say don't have a lot to beef with you.
Thanks.
Now, big T.
Oh.
Where do we fucking start with big T?
Where do you start?
Oh man. So okay, your false arrogance that you portray on the pod, I thought was
false arrogance.
Yeah. Just let me finish, please.
What does that mean?
No, you're fine. Yeah, just hold on. So your false arrogance is funny at first, but now it's slowly becoming more of a tool, and I don't see you as that persona. You're not that guy, pal. You know what I mean?
Can you elaborate on what you mean?
Well, a lot of things as well is that, you know, you say a lot of things that come off wrong, come off arrogant, potentially disrespectful to some people at times. But then when it gets brought back to you, you say, "Oh, I never said that. So really, my question for you is, you smoke weed, right?
Of course not. Can you provide an example of what you're talking about?
I mean, where do we start? I mean, we could.
It's a fair.
There's a lot of things we've already been discussed.
Request.
I mean, there's a fair request. Okay, we can talk about, you know, the schooling thing. Talk about you know, how that funding's going to work. Obviously, it's already been presented and already been talked about.
No, you did try to backpedal that one a little bit, though.
What do you mean?
Like, you were like, you guys took that out of context.
Well, I think it was blown out of proportion, but I never said that.
It's true.
The libertarian thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say the libertarian thing for sure.
I don't recall ever labeling myself anything. If I did, then I did. I just think you're just like saying a lot of shit right now, just to say it.
Well, I respect your opinion.
Interesting.
You still there?
Yeah. Are you still there? Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, cut out a little bit. So that was my only thing with Big T. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing your plan for this schooling thing you're talking about. And then on top of that, I would really like to hear, an actual debate between you and Arian. I feel like a lot of it gets cut off, and I think that you guys having a debate would be something solid as well. And then really that was it. I mean, the only other thing I would say is that as far as the pod itself, are we kind of falling off on topics, or was Catfish like top of the list?
Well, we had the guests on.
Go ahead. I was not a fan of the Catfish topic, but
I thought it turned out to be a really funny episode, though.
Yeah, the episode was funny, but it's just there's only so much you can say about Catfish. You know what I mean? Right. And like the history of it. It was really interesting what Large said about it. That was probably the most interesting part to me was what he was talking about, like the origins or the first one. Mm-hmm. That was kind of lit.
We had those.
That was cool.
We had those guys on.
I'll be honest, KB and Large on the pod was actually pretty solid. Like I like those guys on there. They should make more appearances. They were cool to have on. Maybe something a little bit more focused to cryptids and things like that. But I mean, they were a solid addition, and you guys still hold true to your 2.5 hour pods, even on a topic like catfishing. So
yeah, we don't shut up.
Facts.
And then only other thing is that kind of fucking miss Coley, guys. We need to get his ass back on the pod,
Dude, so do we. I mean,
yeah, we miss him too, man. It is business is business, man. We don't got nothing to do with it though.
Yeah,
that is a fact.
We're hoping wherever he ends up. Yeah, we're hoping wherever he ends up, he's still allowed to like make appearances.
Also, the topic thing, like we're on episode 75. We're not trying to burst everything in one shot. We can pretty much do anything on this show. So there's gonna be good topics. There's gonna be topics that some people don't want to listen to. But
we still have topics that we still have big ones we need to do. We still need to do a 9/11 episode.
Yeah, what's up with that, by the way, man? Well, maybe I should complain while they all here. I've been trying to fire that one from the hip for a minute, man. Nobody wants to pull the trigger on that one.
9/11?
Yeah.
It's like I would do it.
I think we all like Billy and PFT like waiting for the right moment. I'm like, what's the right? Just do this shit. Or are we waiting for September? That would be fire.
Oh god, I don't know if that makes it better.
I don't know. I feel like you have to not do it in September.
Yeah, that might be the worst time to do that.
Because you can't I feel like you can't monetize like a very big tragedy like that, like during the anniversary of it. I feel like 9/11.
Well, let me remind you, we live in America and you can monetize fucking anything. True. Maddie.
True.
I'm for it. It'll get more clicks. I mean, obviously, we're gonna come to the consensus for the most part that it wasn't no government inside job. Right. But we have to talk. We have to talk about it. Right.
That we need to do a QAnon episode.
Most of you guys would agree to that. I think Billy might be a little bit more apprehensive to agreeing to that one.
No, see, I think Billy would be on our side too because he was, as he likes to say, was here for 9/11.
That is fact.
Yeah, and Billy's a little more pro America than he leads on. Actually.
Yeah, I feel like he likes to believe and indulge more into conspiracies that are truly there, but that's also what makes things fun and interesting. So,
right, we need to do like a QAnon episode, which I think would be fun.
I'm down with that.
Ooh, that would be fire too.
We just have QAnon.
And I know you. I know that there's a lot of topics to be had, and there's some that are at the top of the list, some at the bottom of the list, and realistically, even with the catfishing one, like I still listened to it, I still laughed, I thought it was good. It's just not really in the realm of what I thought was going to be a macrodosing. But again, you guys can take any, like you said, you take any topic you want and run with it and kill it.
Nah. Don't backpedal, dog. Hold us to the fire. You right. Catfish was a shit topic. I got you. I'm with you. Okay.
For macrodosing is a shit topic. For macrodosing is a shit topic. You guys still did the thing with it, but I think that there could be some definitely better ones. And I know that there's 75 episodes in, but fuck, bring out the big hitters. Pull out them fucking the fire ones.
What do you want? What do you suggest? What are you waiting for? I have my episode idea list pulled up. I'm ready to add to it.
Well, I mean, the 9/11 and QAnon ones would be fucking fire.
Yeah.
QAnon, I feel like is also less like, it's not like a tiptoeing topic. Like everyone is like, yeah, that's who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you're not really stepping on toes with that one.
Thanks.
Nah. Hey, brother. Hey, man. We appreciate the critique. We appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, that's what this is what it's all about.
if you want,
No.
we could set up a 30-second between you and Big T. You know what I'm saying? All expense paid. Come to New York. Y'all can shoot the fair one. How about it?
I'm ready.
Nah, we appreciate you coming on, though, bro. Y'all be easy, brother.
No, for real. I really appreciate you guys. Keep doing your thing. Keep killing it. All right.
Thank you.
No doubt. Be easy.
All right. Much love, guys.
We should just hire that guy to run the show. Let's just hire him. I mean, if y'all think he could do a better job than everyone else, let's just get him to do it.
We didn't say that.
Man. Nah, I didn't say that at all. He wants to shoot the fade. That's what I was talking about, Big T. He wants to fade.
Well, no, you were like, oh yeah, you're right. This show does suck.
No,
didn't say that.
no. I didn't say the show sucked. That topic. Remember in the chat, I was like, catfish? Y'all want to do catfishing? And everybody was like, yep. And I was like, all right, we'll do catfishing. It's just not a very
Conspiracy
when you talk about,
based.
Yeah, like it's like, what is conspiracy about catfishing?
Right. Those guys,
You know?
but those guests we had to have on something around it.
Our conversation, I enjoyed the show. I think
Right.
it was fun.
I
But I'm
thought it was
talking
like one of our
about
funniest.
the topic itself. It's just not very interesting. It's like when we did another one. I'm not above self critique. Another one is the plastics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like bro, what? What is like what is that? But cool show, right? But that's just the topic was meh. All right, y'all. That will do it for this episode of Nanodosing. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. We're the only podcast on the internet, so enjoy it. You're lucky. You're lucky we do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And next week, I think we get Billy and PFT back, right?
Yeah.
They should be
They'll be
back.
back.
Yes.
All right, they back, and hopefully we have a better topic than plastics and catfish. Much love. We appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy. Stay safe. Have a good summer. Have a kick-ass summer. Keep in touch.
Hags.